Hi, my name's Travis. This is Travis Does Kayak Fishing. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I'm going to test out my skills, doing some photography, some videography, trying to get some good stuff from my fellow Muddy Bay brethren. We start out by going to Muddy Bay Outfitters. Me and Doug, Blaine, and Barry Davis, we're all going to go out on the water here in a bit and test out some kayaks, get some footage. And I want to take you guys through that, show you what it's like, and at the end of this video, show you what kind of content I'm trying to put together when I do this type of photo shoot moving forward, this videography. I want to do this more frequently with these guys, so stick around. I'm going to show you guys my first time trying my hand out at actually just recording others, getting some nice photos. So we're going to chill out at Muddy Bay for a few minutes, hit the road, go to Lake Murray. We're going to test out the Crescent Smallie. We're going to film the NuCanoe that Blaine has. It's a U12. We're going to film some XTRs. And then, like I said, at the end, there'll be a compilation of what I did. So let's check out what they have at Muddy Bay. Just kind of socialize, and then we'll get right into the biscuits and gravy of my video. You getting something new today?
I got a room.
That's a Torpedo, eh? What is it?
I got that's what I got.
No problem.
That's the
okay.
Yeah.
If the Newport had a backdrop and variable power like memory, I wish it could remember 1%, 35%, and 70.
This one, if you click it, it shows mile an hour initially, but if you click it up, it'll show you wattage.
Right. Yeah, that I don't even care. I wish you could program a couple of speeds and be like 1, 2, 3.
I don't know what all you do, but there's an app for it too.
Is there?
Oh, wow. He's gonna have his depth finder come out right in this general vicinity.
Scat control.
Retractable skate.
And they have everything.
A lot of features, yeah. A lot of features.
The batteries.
I'll tell you, his transducer did not line up with the existing bracket. I had to drill holes in his mounting bracket for his transducer and kind of make something work. Look up.
Oh, I know. I've seen under them.
My Garmin bracket.
No, how perfect?
I had to modify my
how
Garmin
perfect
bracket.
his came out. I'm proud of that.
Ooh.
I had to do some crazy rigging to get that thing to be right, but
I had to buy new screws. Those weren't long enough.
yeah.
And I had to drill out new holes in my Garmin bracket.
Really?
I'm still gonna put regular Muddy Bay decals on there. I got to.
Doug, this is the color you got, right?
Yep.
This looks good. I haven't seen one up close and personal yet, this color.
Look how mine's like this in here too. Look
Yeah,
how
I
they get
like
the
the
blend.
camo pattern in there. And
Yeah, you get some cool little blends in there. I almost wish they did that through the whole boat, but I think that would take him forever.
Barry's doesn't have it like that.
Yeah, that's what you said.
He's got it out here. It's a little more marble on the outside. Mine got it on the inside like that one.
I am always happy to see all these cool kayaks, but the Crescent Smallie, that's like the latest and greatest. That is brand new. No, you're good. So I was super pumped to be able to get some photos of it, walk around, learn a little bit about it, just get hands-on. And it's awesome to know we get to play with one of these on the water as soon as we leave here, get to photo it a little bit. Doug's private. He's got, I think he said it's called Timber now. It was originally branded Copperhead, went through a few name changes, but I like both models. I think these Smallies are fantastic looking kayaks. I'm terrible in river kayaks when the seat's in the high position. I do flip river kayaks frequently. I'm kind of known for that. So don't take that as a knock on these kayaks. That's just me.
So, okay, this, I have no idea. Okay, count. This is an area for your depth finder to go or your catch board to slide. That ring is for a stand-up, like, straight on. And then these are for rod tips, so you're supposed to set most of the rods there, and the tip stays all the way down.
That's for tips. Keep it from sliding off front.
Okay.
What is this?
This is the first thing I noticed on mine when I went to pick it up. I said, where's the other? I said, y'all still got to put a pad on? I said, no, we're leaving those off. Test paddlers were hitting their hands on them.
Oh, so take it out of the mold.
But he gave me a handful. He gave me 2 pad eyes and some screws in a bag and says, take them. So, yeah, well, if you want it, you can put it on there.
So now I have to work.
Oh, no.
He called me.
I don't like it. It's not fun.
He called me 15 minutes ago, said it was about 45 minutes out.
That's fine. It's not good.
That gives me time. I'm gonna go do my business. So I've drove up to Muddy Bay. I've got a fuse installed on my kayak. I did have a smaller fuse put on there. and it just didn't work out for me, so I had to upgrade, get a slightly bigger fuse. But Bobby back here in the shop took care of me, and now we're headed out to the water to where we're going to test. But first, I'm going to try and find a battery for my Nikon 3000 to get some great photos. If not, I'm going to have to use the phone. Spoiler alert, I had to use the phone.
Thank you so much. Yeah, man, I'm going to go buy some camera batteries and go to the lake. You have a good day too, Bobby. Thank you.
I ended up driving to West Columbia from Newberry, South Carolina to Batteries Plus because they said they had one in stock on the way. Survey says that was a lie. So off to the lake we went after that.
All right. We're out here at Lake Murray. It's me, Blaine, Doug, Barry. This is Doug's other baby. This is the Crescent Smallie.
And I've actually already filmed a video of this Crescent Smallie and released it. I'm just going to put the card here on the video. If you want to see the full review and like everything all in one, just talking about this Crescent Smallie by itself, click this card up here. That'll take you there. But we're going to get to the water because, again, the goal is to videograph, photograph, and then show you guys the fruits of my labor at the end. So let's get in the water, film these other kayaks, and kind of take you guys through what my experience was like trying to be a videographer out there. My first thoughts were, I'm not going to get any unique footage off the bank. I need to get into the water and initially film here around the ramp, take some photos, and I got some really sweet shots, I think. This is a lot of good stuff I want to incorporate later in the day, and I'll be able to break into smaller videos. So as a content creator, this is great stuff for me. I have multiple XTRs on the water. I have the Crescent Smallie on the water. We've seen it in the store. We've seen it on the water. I've got multiple ways I can cut this video up and present it. So from the YouTuber's perspective, from my side, it's a win. And I'm really hoping that by the time this day's over and we've tested on the water, I can produce something that's a win for these guys as well, that they enjoy watching.
The way it paddles. It paddles it reminds me of a freaking sports car. Like in how it handles. It's like a little drift car. It's like a kayak go-kart. Dude, this thing with a 180 on it would be terrifying.
Muddy Bay Pro staff member Doug King is getting his launch situated. Barry's in the water. Blaine's tested the Crescent, and Blaine's now rolling around in his NuCanoe. And I like NuCanoes. If I didn't get my XTR, it would have probably been a NuCanoe Unlimited 12. Those are super sweet. But then we have Mr. Barry Davis. Barry Davis is well known. He fishes national trails, he fishes regional trails. And he can do amazing things on this kayak. And he has some of the most incredible mods you'll ever see.
Something I got. I know what you got. Oh my. All right, explain to me the hydraulic shocks. What did it cost? How'd you do it, man? That is badass.
I bought them off Amazon for $9.99, and I don't recommend you buying the $9.99 because if you get close, you'll see they're already bending.
Yeah, they're bending, they're coming kind of out. Yeah.
The shocks work fine. The bracketry is thin, paper thin. I can bend them with a pair of pliers like it's nothing.
Right.
So I'm gonna find a little higher dollar set of them. Those are 9-inch. 9-inch, you're gonna go a little past halfway, and you're gonna be in your corner up in there on your bottom. If you can come on out to like an 11-inch, you'll be back in here.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to end up and run a set of like aluminum strips. This does not match with this. It goes to the inside of it.
Okay.
I'm going to probably put a set of aluminum strips and put screws in it and then put the shock to that. But I got them yesterday. I threw them on there just to see how it was going to work.
That's clean.
So
I'm still in that. That's a cheap upgrade though.
So I've got some footage of Barry's kayak up close initially on the water. I'm going to get some of him using it. I want to turn my attention over to Blaine's very sweet NuCanoe Unlimited 12.
I don't think you're going to like it. You're getting it wrapped too? Let me know what a wrap costs, man. I might be interested with the Muddy Bay one.
Oh shit.
So what I want to do is get as many unique angles as possible. You never know when one's going to work perfect when editing even though you may not initially think, hey, that's a good shot while I'm here, but when you're editing it, can be like, wow, that actually looks really good, and you may be able to use it. So I'm getting everything I possibly can as we're launching, and I'll launch last.
Plan, but I'll launch here in a minute. Just wherever y'all go, I just want to catch up and film you guys doing your thing. I'll jump out, get close, take photos. You just fish and have fun, I guess. Try and get content for us all. How fortunate I have it to be able to go out here and pretend to be a videographer or a cameraman for a day just to hang out with some buddies and see what I can do to help us out with some content. I really like that NuCanoe though. Where did Barry go?
One of them's back.
And I found Barry out here, so I definitely wanted to get some more footage of his kayak on the water with him fishing, and what a beast he has. We're definitely going to do a walkthrough on that. I actually meant to do one on this day, but I got caught up at the end of the day doing a re-entry video, and by the time I got out, they were breaking down. I don't blame them. I took forever because the boat ramp was busy. And now it's on to find Doug King, check out his kayak, and get some footage of it on the water. I love his setup, how he has the graphs out of the way and he can fully utilize everything. I think that's perfect. It may be what I end up aiming for. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hey, when Hoover brought me